Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today we are talking about how to get an EU driving license and how to get an extension for your current driving license. As the first part, I'm going to talk about the extension. So we are currently live in Sweden and we are originally from Sri Lanka. So we have driving license in Sri Lanka. We bought according to the Geneva Convention 1949 and Vienna Convention 1968, we can drive in another country, most Europe countries and other countries in the world from our current local license for 1 year. So if you want to drive more after 1 year, then you have to get an extension for your current driving license. For that, we have go through the website of Transport Agency, Transport Authority in Sweden. Also, we can mention it in the description box so you can easily go check out it. There are few documents we have to submit for an extension. So if you are a student in Sweden or any other Europe country, you have to submit your transcription, which means the grades up to now. And also there are some other documents as well. Also in Sweden, we have to post them via post office. That 1 year period counts from the day you have registered to the public register in Sweden, and then you can drive through 1 year. Then later on we have to apply for an extension, or we can go through the EU driving license. Also make sure to apply for an extension before that 1 year ends. Most of the people think that the expiration date is mentioned in the identity card, but it's not the correct date. So again we are telling that the correct date is count from the day you have registered to your public register. So now we are moving to the second part, which means how to get an EU driving license. So the first step is the eye test. So we have to go through an eye test, and for that there are few opticians in Sweden. We have gone through smart eyes. So it usually costs around 100 SEK to 300 SEK. So we have to go through like a valid, like licensed optician. Yeah.
So we did it from smart eyes.
It costs around 150 SEK for one person.
And they are interconnected with the transport system, that Swedish transport agency. So once they did that eye test, they will send that report to the transport system directly. So after next day we can see our result also in the transport system website, and we are getting the letter from the post note also.
So the step 2 is the risk 1. So in risk 1, it's like a group discussion. We have to choose any of the driving schools which are conducting that risk 1 and risk 2. So we can mention our driving school later. So in the risk 1, we have to cover some important parts, and I will mention it.
In that group discussion, we are discussing like alcohol and driving, drugs and medicines, fatigues, and risk behaviors, peer pressures, personal responsibilities. So in that we are discussing like why drinking and why driving is dangerous for that, and the reaction times and the judgment problems and Swedish legal alcohol limits like that. Because it should be really important when you write the theory test also. So in that group discussion we discuss about those areas with the driving school instructor also.
It's not a complicated one. It's like a friendly group discussions. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, you only need to attend to that class to pass.
Then the step 3, it is risk 2. So in risk 2, it's like a practical session. For the risk 2, actually you have to have some sort of skills in driving.
Yeah, before do that you have to need some skills regarding the driving.
Because they allow us to drive on that day, we have to drive. So we have some sort of skills in driving. However, the instructor also besides us, so don't worry about that. In risk 2, they are covering these parts.
So first of all, the introduction and safety briefing. The second one is the driving on a slippery track, and the third one is emergency braking, and the fourth one is avoiding obstacles, and the fifth one is skid and losing control. So those various conditions we have to drive.
Our driving school took us to a track, so it's a man-made slippery track. Also, it's not complicated, so don't worry. And also the result then directly go to the transport send the transport agency in Sweden.
So both like risk 1 and risk 2 and the eye test all are valid till 5 years.
5 years. In our driving school, they charged us 1,895 SEK from one person.
Yes.
From one person to the risk 2 level. Our driving school, halkan.se, actually conduct the lectures, the lessons in English medium as well, and it is very nearby to us. It is in Healy. And now we are coming to the step 4. It is the theory test, and I think it's the most complicated part in the whole process. Also, there's a common 300-page book for all traffic rules and road traffic rules, so we have to go through all the pages unless we can't pass it. I know everybody has some sort of skill and we know the traffic rules, but don't take it easy, it's not the same process. So we need to go through each page and like
each word, it's really important when you do the exam.
So we need to thoroughly go through the book, so we can mention that book also in the link also in the description box. So you may know the driving seat is on the left side, but we are driving from the right side in all European countries.
Yeah, in like Asia, we like it's opposite.
Yeah, opposite. So it is little bit of confusion for Sri Lankans and all the Asians.
In this test, the time duration is 50 minutes. We have 70 multiple answer questions. And the 5 questions, 5 questions are trial questions, and the other 65 we need to answer correctly. Passing mark is 52. If you need to pass, you have to get like 52 or more. They categorize all these 70 questions to these subcategories. Yeah. First one is traffic rules. The second one is road safety. The third one is vehicle knowledge. The fourth one is environment. And the fifth one is risk awareness, and the sixth one is traffic situation. In the most of the times we can be fair with the traffic rules and traffic situation. They are giving like a real world situation in the test, so we have to answer the mostly like traffic situations. So you need, before do the test, you need to know 100% about the knowledge regarding all this traffic situation and all the traffic rules, so that PDF book will be help you to understand it.
Yeah.
I also did 2 times to pass this exam. It's really difficult. First time I failed because I didn't go through the entire PDF book, so I missed like vehicle knowledge, environment, and some other traffic rules. So it's very important to read all the words and all the pages in the PDF.
Yeah. So for the theory test and for the practical test, we have to book a date, reserve a date from Traffic Worker website.
Before the test, you have to go to Traffic Worker like before 1 hour, and you have to get the photo and you need to give the signature also. And after that, they will give some instruction to do how to do the test, and you need to sit in that exam hall, and you will receive a digital screen. Once you enter to the exam hall, they are getting your identity card. So it is really important before you do the exam, you have to bring your passport or ID card to write the exam. So they are taking it, and after finish the exam, they will hand over to you.
For the theory test, they charge from us around 480 SEK, but it is in Malmö. We don't know about the other regions in Sweden.
Yeah, I think it's same.
Same, maybe. After you pass the theory test, you can do the practical test within 4 months.
Yeah, the validity period is 4 months.
4 months.
So others, all other before steps, the validity period is 5 years.
Yeah, but from theory test, you have to do the practicals within 4 months. Otherwise, you have to redo it.
Yeah, if you fail, you can do it with unlimited times. So if you have the money, then you can
Do it.
unlimited.
Yeah.
And they have some time slots and the dates. You have to pick it in the website, and before the 30 minutes you have to go to the traffic worker and do the test. So if it is a retake, you don't need to get a photo again. They already saved your photo.
Yeah. The last step, fifth step and the final step, it is the practical test. So we should go through a driving school first. So if you are an 100% expertise, then you don't need to drive in a driving school. Learn from a driving school, but we recommend to go for a driving lesson with them.
Yeah, because if you do like a minimum mistake, then the traffic worker, they will fail you.
Yeah.
So strictly they are observe when you drive the in practical test. So we are recommending to go to a driving school.
Yes. When you go to a driving school, they observe our driving skills. So the first lesson is very less price. Then they will see how is our driving. Then they recommend us to go for another lesson or take more lessons. So they will check us first, and then later on they will discuss with you about the plan. So on the first day, we went to the driving school and we drove the vehicle, and then the instructor actually recommend us to do 5 lessons.
After that, if you have confidence, then you can take the driving test. It also like same process. You have to go to the traffic worker website and you have to choose date and time.
So as we mentioned earlier, we live in Malmö, so we chose Västerhamnen Traffic Skola. Traffic Skola means driving school in Swedish. So they charged us 3,700 SEK for 5 lessons. So after that, if you're sure about your driving skills, then you can apply for a practical test. So same process. So you have
to book a time slot and the date in the traffic worker website.
Yeah.
So before all the process, you should have a valid bank ID and the personal number to
get the driving license. Yeah. So the practical test is around 1,800.
Yeah, that theory test and practical test both we can get from English medium.
Yeah.
And we have several other languages also. But in the practical test, you have only 2 options, Swedish or English. First of all, when you do the driving test, instructor tell you to do a safety check. So in that, they will tell you to do a brake or to indicate signal lights or to indicate headlights or fog lights. Then you have to do it. So in the YouTube also we have several videos. So you can go through those and you can get an idea how to do the safety check before do the test. And the second one is maneuvering. So how to turn your steering wheel, how to indicate the how to indicate the signal lights, like that you have the basic knowledge before do the exam. So after that you are getting through all the entire road conditions like country roads, city traffic, highways, motorways. So in the driving school, when you practice it, then they will train you how to do that, like how to enter the exit, how to enter the roundabouts, especially in the roundabouts, highways, how to enter and exit. Those are very specific areas. The instructor who observe us, and the city traffic, the traffic signals, and how to observe the traffic signal, how to observe obstacles, cyclists and pedestrians, like those many areas they will cover from that 30 minutes. That driving test will held like 30 minutes. So they will get you every road condition, every road traffic conditions. So you have to do it. So basically they are giving sometimes they are giving instruction to turn left, turn right. Sometimes they are telling us to go follow the E6, follow Göteborg, follow Trelleborg, like that. So we have to see the boards and drive according to that traffic rules and conditions.
Also, they are checking the reverse parking, U-turn, L-back mean, and also parallel parking during the test. The most important thing is you don't be nervous and be fine with the instructor.
Yeah, they are very friendly.
Yeah, they are very friendly. You just talk with the instructor first and be calm and relax, and then start your driving test. So if you're taking the second attempt, the instructor actually observed the mistakes you have done before the first attempt. He go through thoroughly with the mistakes you have done earlier. So make sure not to do the mistakes again. And also, it is not easy to pass at the first attempt, but you can try.
If you are a non-European guy, since it's really hard to pass in first attempt. For the test, we have to use a traffic worker vehicle. They have option manual and automatic. So if you get like automatic driving license, then you can only drive automatic vehicles only in here Sweden. So if you get like manual Swedish driving license, then you can drive both manual and automatic vehicles. So in that test, they are giving XC40 electric vehicle. So you have to drive that vehicle.
So after that, you can drive all through EU and EEA countries.
Like more than 30 countries.
Yeah.
And this license will valid for more than 150 countries all around the world as the international driving license. And it is, I think, second or third most powerful driving license in the world.
So if you have more questions, you can comment below, or else you can go through the Facebook pages. Specifically, they are talking about the Körkort, the driving license in Sweden, and I believe in other countries as well. And also there are many YouTube channels. They are doing some driving lessons. You can also follow them.
It's like a degree, so if you finish it, so it's really very happy moment.
Yeah, it's very happy moment because it's too much hard. But it's not that hard if you're like 100% expertise.
Yeah, so the whole process will take like 6-7 months.
Yeah, 6. Maybe you can reduce it, but but it depends on your situation. So we are coming to the end of the vlog. So if you are thinking this vlog is helpful, please do like, comment and share.
Please share this vlog in your community, in your social media, so it will help to others also.
And also we would like to say good luck for your driving test as well.
Yeah.
See you, bye bye.